What's going on, y'all? Tech Me Out here, and in today's video I am going to be unboxing the Blackberry Key 2. So it has been a while since I have used a Blackberry, yet alone a phone with a keyboard at the bottom of any kind. Like, this is going to be different, but I'm excited. I'm very excited. It's my first Blackberry device in so many years. Oh my gosh. So basically with the Key 2 here, there's some improvements from the Key 1. Let's actually just jump right on into it because I'm really interested to see what this phone. So you on camera. I got Sarah Too Ill. Probably have her instrumental running in the background right now. As my second shooter, all of a sudden I looked up and I saw your arm like this for the shot. All right, so getting into here, let's take a look at what this Key 2 looks like. I know we have a 4-inch display on it. So, wow, that looks good. It looks larger than a 4-inch display, actually, and it's made of glass and aluminum, so it definitely has that premium feel going on. It feels really good in hand. So I am going to remove this plastic. I don't know what it is about the sound of that people love, but they do. I don't know. So it has like a squarish rounded vibe, or rectangle rather. So by that I mean it has this rectangular build with these slightly rounded corners, but yeah, this is gonna be nice. Oh my gosh. The vibe of a keyboard on a touchscreen phone. This is new for me. I don't know if it's new for some of you out there watching this. Some of you might have the Key 1 and you're used to it, but this is new for me. I think on the Key 1, from what I've been seeing, it had like a kind of glossy finish on the keyboard. This has more of a matte finish, and the keys, in terms of their size, are a little bit bigger and better as well. So I'm excited to get this going. Let me take a look. Okay, so button placement wise, up here we have our headphone jack, and that's at the top left. And then on the right hand side, we have our volume buttons, a power button. So this one I like too, that it's textured, so you can definitely kind of blindly differentiate it amongst the others. I like having all the buttons on one side actually. So everything is literally right here. And I think this is a button that allows you to basically assign any application to it. So it's like a convenience button, so to speak. And then down here we have USB-C charging. We also have our speaker and then our SIM tray along the left-hand side. Then when it comes to the cameras here, we have a dual setup, and the rear-facing cameras are 12 megapixels and the front, I want to say, is 8. So that is this in a nutshell. Also a 4-inch 1080p LCD display, but we're gonna power that on and set it to the side and take a look at what else we get here in the box. Of course, some paper information here. So this is going to give us our SIM tray ejector tool and some information about the Key 2. Then the other thing we have in here is the wall brick. So this is what you're gonna plug your charging cable into to get things juiced up. And then we have our headphones. So I like these. This is neat. You have Blackberry headphones, which have a little Blackberry emblem up there, so that's cute. And then you have your charging cable, which is, of course, like we stated, USB-C. Let's get on to the real star of the show. It's not even me, it's this phone, right? So, all right. So I have the setup screen here. I don't think it's really gonna be visible on either camera setup right now. So we're just gonna roll with it. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit start. It wants me to connect to a mobile network. I'm gonna try to skip that for now and try to get to the home screen so that I can get, you know, a first experience of Blackberry. I haven't used a Blackberry probably since about 2007, 2008. So it's been about 10 years. So my first Blackberry experience in over 10 years, I guess we could say. So I feel like I'm rambling. Let's proceed. As soon as I learn these keys, it's a wrap. Where's the numbers? Powering this is a Snapdragon 660 chipset with 6 gigs of RAM. You have that dual camera setup, so you're gonna have that portrait mode. It's also gonna be running Android Oreo 8.1. And in terms of storage options, you have the choice between a 64 gig variant and a 128 gig variant. Plus, you also have a micro SD card slot. And when it comes to the battery, you should be able to get through the entire day as it has a 3,500 milliamp battery inside. So as I'm setting this up, I do want to highlight, because I find this pretty impressive, the fingerprint reader is in the spacebar key down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit add fingerprint, and I'm going to type in my secret pin that you will not know. 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yup. 4. Now it wants me to find the sensor, which is here, and oops. This is so crazy. Using a Blackberry with the fingerprint reader. Oh my gosh. I wonder how efficient it is in reading your fingerprint, because this seems like a wide coverage space. Oh yeah, another thing as I'm setting this up that I want to mention is that down here, this little grid icon, that is actually known as the speed key. So this is going to allow you to quickly jump into your favorite apps that you have set a shortcut to by basically pressing that and then the associated key on your keyboard to open up that app. So it's going to increase productivity and possibly be better than the multitask switcher that we typically have on these touchscreen phones without a keyboard. All right, so instead of having a force touch option, you swipe up and down on your widgets to access more. Blackberry Productivity tab, swipe in from the tab for quick access to your email, contacts, calendars, and tasks. So that kind of reminds me of the edge bar on the Samsung devices. So that's pretty neat. So even though this is a 1080p display, first impressions, I like it. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. It feels familiar in terms of the layout and the fact that it is running Android 8.1, but yet still has this Blackberry keyboard. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this one. My first impressions thus far, I'm excited. I'm excited to try this phone out. 1, because it's Blackberry, and 2, because it's been so long since I've used a Blackberry phone. This is going to be interesting. I know it's gonna be a learning curve with the keyboard, because I've already saw that as I was trying to type in things. Oh, neat, hold on y'all, I'm discovering. So you can swipe on your keyboard to get to the next. This might be nothing to you because you're used to that in terms of Blackberry. It looks weird having a keyboard down there.
Yeah. It looks like a TV, a TV screen.
Right. Is it weird typing with that to you?
It does, but it's just because I'm not used to but it feels good.
Right.
It feels really good. So it kind of takes me back to having an actual keyboard.
We're just sitting here talking about some of our first impressions with this, and something I didn't consider after she pointed it out was that this keyboard, you can hear the keys.
Right.
So like you can hear when you're pressing it, but really on the spacebar key. But you do, what's crazy though is that you also have a physical, a keyboard on your screen. So if it is making too much noise, you can just use the keyboard here. Yeah, I am going to get this phone set up and play with it a little bit more. So definitely stay tuned for a review. Drop your questions down below of more things that you want to know in specific about this. If you are a Blackberry owner, let me know some of your favorite features or things that I should check out on this. So to the left of me, your right, you'll see my face. You can press that to subscribe. It helps the channel a great deal, and it also gives you updates when I drop a new video. But if you want to see some more content from me right now, you can also click the video here to preview a video that I think you might like. Yeah, that's gonna sum it up for this one. As always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.